This is Jay. I'm back at the house making another video, show you where we are today. It's been about 2 months since I bought this house initially. If you have followed the progress, you can see where it's all started and the entire process. If you're new to the channel, welcome again. Please subscribe if you like what you see. Pretty much about my channel for the newcomers. I do mostly car shows, car related videos. I do have a GTR. It's my third GTR that I've owned. It's a 2017, so I go to car shows in the summer. As of last year, I started doing real estate. More specific, rehabbing houses. So I buy a house, fix it up, and then sell it. And I've started putting videos on to show people what goes into doing these. You know, the amount of time, what everything, the resources, and then kind of the progress. And hopefully that'll help you kind of get ahead in if you're thinking about starting something like this, or you're thinking about it. Because for a long time I've wanted to do it, it's just I never could, you know, never had the knowledge or the expertise. I mean, I still don't have it today, but I have some help. So I'm hoping that this will kind of help everybody else to kind of show you. And in the process, you can kind of see the transformation of every house that I've done. And then if at the end, I always put if I lost money or if I made money and how much, and just kind of give everybody a understanding of, you know, how to find these houses, what to do, what goes into them, what the budget is, all the upgrades, how to figure out what the good upgrades are that are going to give you money back, and kind of so forth. So just an educational video. So as always, guys, I will start in the kitchen. So if you have noticed from the introduction, this is the countertop that I was sitting on. So this was literally installed a couple of days ago. So we pretty much wind up going with, like I said, we put countertops, granite into pretty much all the tops in the kitchen. We went with brand new sinks, stainless steel single sink. We started putting the microwaves in. As you see, as before, you know, we repainted all the cabinets that went about $600 to repaint these, so they had to get sanded down, refurbished, and repainted. We didn't go with brand new cabinets just because these were still in pretty decent shape. I wound up in changing all the doorknobs to kind of brushed steel, because that's the new. It goes really nice with the white. So as you see, so that's kind of the new trend. If you look at all these newer houses, especially at least here in Missouri, Kansas City area where I'm at, you will see that the trend is kind of gray walls with white trim, and that's kind of what we have done so far. So we wind up again going with the hardwood floors because LVT, it's going to give us more for the buck, especially since we didn't pay that much more for them. So we pretty much went the kitchen, the living room, and the other living room. So all these are going to get stained next week. So it should look a lot nicer. So we repainted all the walls. It's all gray. We replaced all the light fixtures, guys. So we used the existing plugs. We just took the old ones in. All lights, put brand new ones in. So, you know, so as you see, it gives it the modern look. Even though it's, you know, it's you know, it's an 80s house. You wouldn't, walking in here, you wouldn't think, you know, it's 80s. I mean, it's, like I said, you have a bar, that people are gonna have with our overhanging. So you can put bar stools right next to the kitchen. Like I said, we wound up deleting the post that was right coming up here. We wound up deleting it. So really much opened this area up for a bigger floor plan. Going into, also we replaced all the doors pretty much. As you see, some doors are still need to be hung, but they're all pretty much painted. So going into the living room, again, we painted the trim, hardwood floors, new light fixture right there, as well as, again, I don't know which one it is, that one, LED. So all these are guys LEDs, which in the current market, I mean, you kind of want to stand out. Like you said, if you look at the new builds, they all use LEDs now just because it saves energy. So it's a good selling point. Even these chandeliers, they all have LED lights in them, as well as this one that's in the living room. We replaced, so the railing, so this is brand new railing with, like I said, it's wood painted, I mean, with blacks, I guess, railing, black metal inserts. So it continues, you see the trend, guys, that, you know, it's pretty much white trim and gray walls. We still have to paint these were painted, but then we found some issues. So we had to resand some of the areas, and then that's going to have to get repainted. Again, brand new light fixtures in the hallways. So bedroom number one, this one is pretty much done. All we need is new carpet, which is probably going to be last, because we want to have everything done and then put the carpet in, so the carpet doesn't get damaged or stained with paint. But everything here is pretty much done. So again, brand new doors. All these are brand new, all the shelving, again, gray inside. And right now, like I said, again, we're about 2 months in. I'm hoping that we will be done with this house about end of January, mid-February, and then I'll do a final walkthrough. But again, so this is number two, with this, you know, pretty much all the walls and ceilings are painted upstairs. Going into the master, here the same thing, guys. The ceiling, it was done. And then, as you see, it just wasn't looking right. And one thing, most of the new houses, they have these drop-down ceilings. We went with like a smooth finish. So especially in an older house, it's gonna show everything if you don't do it right. And that can be, if it's done right, it's gonna be a good selling point. It might bring the value up significantly. If it's done wrong, it can hurt you. So that's why most newer houses now do the drop down, because it does hide some of the imperfections. But on this one, we decided to go with the smooth ceiling. So as you see, we sanded it, everything was done, we painted it, and then we're like, okay, this is not right. So we had to go back and resand it. Now it has to get repainted again, which, you know, so if you know, that's another thing to kind of keep in your budget, that there's always going to be knickknacks that you haven't foreseen. So always add a buffer of about 10 to 15% to your renovation budget when you do buy a house, and then negotiate that into the sale price, or in your case, the buyers. this one. So this is going to be the master bath counter. Again, granite. New doors. This still has to be painted. So this. So as you see, tile all the way through. This is going to be another good selling point, guys. Again, it's just something that you have to do your options, because we could have went with vinyl, saved $500 or $600, but then you run the risk of, you know, when you go to sell it, having to decrease the price, you know, maybe a couple of grand, because in a price point of this house, vinyl is just going to look cheap. So we wind up going with the tile downstairs. I mean, pretty much in all the bathrooms. And so this one is a good one. It's almost done. So this is the hall bathroom, guys. Again, tile. We went with brand new. So this countertop was about $300, guys, but it's brand spanking new. It looks amazing once you get the gray walls and with this tile. So it's aesthetics as well. So brand new toilet. Like I said, just has to get, everything has to be painted, but it's still in the process. Going upstairs, so this is the 4th bedroom, and in my opinion, this is the biggest bedroom in this house. So whoever gets this, it's gonna be a lucky duck. So this is the 4th, guys. It's on the top of the attic. So this one, as you see, it does have the smooth ceiling. There's no drop down. I'll see if I can do it, but as you see, again, we put brand new LED lights. And this one, we went with a light. So this is a motion light too, guys. So it turns on when you're outside. I mean, it turns off when you're outside, turns in when you're inside. So it's really nice. So that's the inside. So I will, let me show you guys a little bit. So here's the railing. So another reason why we had to update the railing, because these weren't up to code. I think there's a gap that you have to maintain of at least six inches, and these were about a foot apart, which presents an issue, for kids being able to go through these bars and potentially fall down. So that's another thing why we had to redo this, the guardrail coming down. So that's another thing. It's a safety issue. I don't think I talked about the windows. Same thing, we replaced all the windows, guys, here. So pretty much every window is replaced in this house. The only window that is not is that one, which is the living room one. Every other is brand spanking new. All the bedrooms got the windows, the living rooms, the kitchen. So I think there was a total of 8 windows. So it's really nice that this is, it got that this got it's really nice. So it's going to be more energy efficient for the new owners. It's going to keep the cost down, and it's going to bring the value up. So that's another thing that you wanna, that's one thing that you kind of wanna look into is windows, especially if it's an older house. Just make sure that you get a good price on them, because as you saw, the quotes that I got went all the way up to literally the last one was about $25,000 for the window. So for the windows, so not a good thing. So just be careful. I guess so. I can go outside. It is a beautiful day outside too, guys. Today it is January, and we have 60-degree weather. So outside we painted pretty much everything. It's gray. So here's the look outside. But like I said, we wind up matching the exterior, kind of just a darker gray all the way across, all the way around. We had some wood issues. We wind up fixing those. There's still some stuff that we have to finish, but like I said, all in all, it is coming along real nice. So like I said, once we get closer towards the end, which in another month or so, I'm hoping I will make another video, and you know, we'll button this one up, and you know, move to the next one, and so forth and so on. But so that's kind of that's the walkthrough of what the status of it is. Again, if you do want to see what it looked like at the beginning, please just go through the videos up before, and you can see the transformation from the beginning, and you can see what, you know, where we started and where we are now. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and see you all next time.